Lance.
Hello, Mark. Good evening.
Is Thatcherism back? Did we witness it today?
You know what? I think we did. I think we saw a new Mrs. T in number 10, and I'm really very excited about what we heard today. And the thing about Thatcher, put aside, what she actually believed in, low taxes, small state, aspiration, put that aside. One of the key things about Margaret Thatcher was that she was a real leader. She had a driving philosophy which she explained to people, and that's how she drove her policy. She wasn't a focus group prime minister, and that's pretty much what we've had ever since the day Thatcher left office. And, going out and seeing what people think is best is not leadership at all. Leadership is having a view, convincing people it's the right way ahead, and actually following that philosophy. And that is exactly what Liz Truss has done today, and Kwasi Kwarteng. The most Thatcherite thing I think they did in the budget was reducing the 45% tax rate to 40%, because it was, even under Blair, it was 40%. It was Gordon Brown in his last days in office that pushed it up to 50, knowing that it would be quite tricky optically for the Tories to drop it. And George Osborne didn't have the balls to do it. He dropped it halfway to 45%. Finally, now, Liz Truss has just grabbed it and said, no, we're going to get it back to 40%.
And Lance, we've seen in the past that certain taxes, particularly corporation tax, being cut but bringing in more money. So taxation is a bit of a dark art, isn't it? There's an alchemy to it, and it's sometimes counterintuitive.
That's absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, every time we brought corporation tax rates down under the Osborne chancellorship, we saw corporation tax revenues rise. And that's because, you're basically taxing investments with corporation tax. I personally think we would do far better as an economy if we completely scrapped corporation tax. The IEA have written papers on this. There are other ways of taxing. And that's one of the things I'm looking forward to with Liz Truss, actually, because what we've had over the last 30 years is we've had chancellors tinkering around, we'll adjust a percent here or a percent there. And they've literally tinkered around with policy rather than actually stepped outside and reevaluated everything, real blue sky thinking. And I think that we have a prime minister and a chancellor now that, they don't have that long. They've only got 2 years before the next election. But I think that they are minded to review everything, simplify everything, which also is going to help. And what we saw today is just the start of this. I'm really excited.
Lance, great to have